It's lovely and sunny out today. We're having a few really nice sunny warm days, hence the battle jacket today. And no, I haven't put loads of weight on, it's just the way I make my jackets. I cut the sides out so they hang there rather than flapping all over, which I don't like, and they sort of fold over and everything then. So yeah, that's why it looks like that. So, I've got flipping itchy tash. Spicy, but not so spicy. Wait till this flipping coldy thing disappears. Does feel better, but don't want to aggravate it. Anyway, yeah. Who am I? Who are you? That's the title today. Who am I? Who are you? And it's looking at how I can do videos. I talked a little bit in the past about in the future some of my videos are going to be different. Some will be goth, some will be goth, not goth, and some will be totally not goth. But knowing me, they'll be related somewhere along the line because it's a big part of my life. But no, those and today are a little bit of emphasising how, because we're goth, we don't have to portray total gothness all the time. If most of us are guilty of it when we do videos, oh, you know, that's who people know me for. I'll do another one. So it's like I've talked about in the past, makeup, clothes, blah blah blah. But there's so much more to us as individuals that make us the person we are. Goth, you could say, is your life, but there'll be other strains of things within that life that you love doing. And if you've got a channel, think about it. If you just talk about the same things all the time, show the same things all the time, do the same things, does it? It's good, but it just gets repetitive, and we can be different. And because we're goth, we shouldn't feel that we're put into this little box that we can't go any further than the sides of the screen. Now, whoever watches or listens to this, I know there's more sides to you than what you do or you don't do online. Some people feel that they don't want to do videos or anything, but have got hell of a voice for lots of things, which if they did videos would be bloody wonderful. Some people do videos and probably keep repeating lots of the same sort of thing. But what I want to look at, and what I was talking about in the past, is there's more to us than what we show. And when we watch people's channels, we get to know those people, we get to love those people. We don't not love them because of this side of the life or that side of the life, or they do this or they do that. We like them for who they are, and it would be flipping fantastic to see what makes them tick. No, not necessarily going into personal things of a life, but some of the things that are hobbies and things that people love doing that don't necessarily channel goth. and people go, oh, I can't put that on my channel. Of course you bloody well can. That is you. If you're a goth, you're 100% kick-ass goth, but you're a gymnast, why shouldn't you put stuff up that you're doing as a gymnast that friends and people that watch go, bloody hell, never knew that. What a freaking talent. Bloody how professional they are, how bloody good they are at it. And little did I know that they've got freaking medals in it, or this in it, or that in it. We all have different talents of lots of things, art, music, and not just listening to music, playing music, doing this, doing that. Places that we visit, and not always goth places. You might visit museums because they're Egyptian artifacts or something like that. Could be Viking artifacts. You could have hobbies doing certain things. I don't know, it's your hobbies. You might be somebody that just loves growing bloody strawberries. You're goth, but you bloody totally adore strawberries and growing your own strawberries and the things that you can do with them. Share it. I'd like to know how to grow strawberries and what to do with them and how to make them into something totally different rather than just picking them out a thing and going yum yum yum. If you go to museums or art galleries or whatever it is and you think, oh, I bloody love this, it's fun, share that fun with people. And even if we're goth, it don't mean to say that we can't look at that and share it with you and say, you know, there's one in the bloody town next to me, I'm going to freaking go tomorrow and have a look myself. So really, this is just short to say, don't let yourself get pigeonholed, which I've used before. Don't let yourself get encased. Don't, look at channels on YouTube or anywhere else. Listen, enjoy, learn. You don't have to be dictated by them, whether the person intends to dictate or not. You don't have to listen to me because say a load of shite, I'm not going to do any of that. I don't mind, it's up to you. I'm just putting over to people, whether you're goth, into metal, into rock and roll, into country and western or whatever. If you do channels and you put a lot of this stuff up, but they're not, some channels might have to go that way, it's DIY or something, but if it's just you, be yourself and don't be afraid because you're one thing to show the other bits in your life that enhance your life, make you happy, can make other people happy, and things that other people look at but don't understand, so they don't do it because they don't understand it. If you explain to them, then there's some sort of understanding there, and they will either go, not for me still, or I'll give that a go, you know, see what it's like, can't do any harm. I'm either going to stay as I am or going to have another fiddle to me bow. Was it a string to me bow? String to me fiddle. There they are. Anyway, to give an example, here's a book. One of the many books in my library of books. And this was actually printed in 1924. When I was 50. Not really. 1924 this was printed. And I like opera, so I could theoretically do some videos on opera. Some people would be pissed off and say I'm never looking at that again. Other people would think, interesting, I might learn something. The complete opera book. And if you look inside, there is some pictures from operas and whatever. But all the main operas that you'd ever come across are in here. And what's good about it, it tells their story. So I think there's probably nothing worse for anyone that doesn't understand opera, not a bloody dicky bird, apart from they've heard the title a few times and they've heard somebody warble "O mio bambino caro" or something like that from an opera, and that's it, full stop. Opera, yeah, I've seen bits on Britain or America's Got Talent. That's my lot. What you do is, if a friend comes along and says, "Got a spare ticket, you want to come along with me?" You can go, "Not for me really," or, "You know, I'll go along and see what the hell it's about." Well, you get this, you don't even have to do this, you could go online and look up the opera, read it. It wouldn't take you long, it's just the quick thing of the opera, and it will tell you who the characters are, their attitudes of the characters, what makes them tick, blah 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 blah, and it'll give a synopsis of the story. When you go, and it'll give you an idea the arias and when the arias come in, whatever. And then when you go to actually see it, this sort of comes in and ties into, so you might not be able to understand Italian, but you know what the hell they're singing about. And when when this man's looking at this woman and singing this, you're going, "Oh, that's bloody lovely, isn't it?" Because you know he's telling this woman how much he loves her. Where if you don't do any of this, you're just going, "Can't understand the bloody words, I don't know what the hell he's doing." So this is just one out of all the many things that we can do. And just to show you that you can probably like things that you never thought you would, just because you don't understand them or you can't comprehend what's going on or whatever. But whatever it is, you goths out there or any other genre that might just be able to nose in on this, you'll have things in your life that mean so much to you that are not so private that you have to keep it to yourself. Don't be afraid to go, "Yeah, but my channel's goth, so I've got to come on dressed like this and my backdrop's got to be that and I've got to talk about this and whatever." Yeah, keep doing that. That's bloody good. That's part of you. But show the other parts of you as well, because if people like you for who you are, they'll like you for who you are. And if you're into Viking artifacts, talk about them. I'd like to learn those things. I like to learn those aspects of people. So some of the channels I watch, I get to know the people, and sometimes every now and then, maybe they don't even realise they put little bits into their videos that maybe they didn't realise they're putting in, and you think, and you see a totally different side to the person, and it enriches the person. It probably makes you bond more with the person because it's something that you both bond with. So don't bloody be afraid to do it. If you like other types of music or things to do in life or whatever, if you're passionate about swimming, come on sometime. You don't have to do it all the time. Do one video and talk about swimming, whatever. And if you got to, just say, when I go, everybody wears black costumes. Don't know. Anyway, that's it. Just a quick one to say, yeah, be yourself. Don't get tied into an area. There's all this screen to fill up, and all this screen, I'm only taking up this little bit here. There's all this here that I can fill up with all sorts of things that are me. So that's what I'm going to bloody do. And some people will like it, some people won't. But should I do it or shouldn't I do it? Of course I should bloody do it, because it's me, and it will be lots of people out there that watch. So, on that, have a think about it and think, yeah, I love doing all that I do, and to the most of what I do, that's what it will be. But I'm going to put some other bits of myself in that are not too personal or anything. Nothing wrong if I tell people I go to these sort of museums, or I like to go out watching squirrels running up trees or something or the other. You know, be your bloody self. I'm gonna be, because I couldn't bloody care less. Bottoms up.